Hi folks, thanks for checking out my video. My name is John. Today I'm going to talk about my testimonial for the Ultimate Etsy course. Now, just to be transparent and right up front, this is not going to be a positive review, okay? If you want other points of view on this subject, go to YouTube, type in testimonial Ultimate Etsy course, and you can hear other points of view, okay? What I've decided to do is, because when I started to create a video for this subject, I realized there's just too many points that are being brought up for me to just make one definitive video. So I've broken this up into several smaller videos, each covering an important aspect. And so this is the second video in that series. I'm going to cover the fact that the Ultimate Etsy course does not provide a money-back guarantee, okay? And that's what I want to talk about today is missing this money-back guarantee. When I went to start creating this video, the first thing that came to mind was there seems to be this disconnect between the Etsy website and the Ultimate Etsy course. And that disconnect is that if you go to the Etsy website, you'll see that they have what's called a Etsy Purchase Protection Plan, or Etsy Purchase Protection Program, which in essence is a type of a guarantee, okay? Which is in direct contrast to what the Ultimate Etsy course provides, which is no guarantee at all, okay? So the very first thing was like, it just seemed odd to me. Okay, you take it for what you want. But let's talk about guarantees in general. All right. So if you buy an apple and you consume it, and it's kind of hard to return it, right, for your money back. But let's face it, most everything that you get at the grocery store is guaranteed, right? If you bought a dozen apples and you didn't like them, you can take them back and get your money back, right? So that's kind of the case with most things. Like anything you buy on Amazon, you can return it, right? You can return things on Etsy. You can return things on eBay. At all of the department stores and local stores in your town or city, you can return things. But let's think about it a little bit more deeply. Let's say that you have an Etsy store and you modify products with a laser cutter to sell on Etsy. Great. Let's say that you want to upgrade or improve your laser cutter. So you research and you buy a laser cutter and you bring it in-house and you start using it and you realize this is not the laser cutter for me. For whatever reason, like, maybe the bed size is wrong or the power is wrong or you don't like the way the software works, whatever it is. There's usually a path to return this. So you can return it to the company. Maybe there's a restocking fee. Maybe you don't get all your money back. Maybe you're stuck with the shipping costs, whatever it is. But really, you get most of your money back. Even if you kept the laser cutter beyond its warranty period, you can still sell it. It's a tangible thing that you can sell. You can put it on a marketplace like eBay, and maybe you get 80% of its value back. But you got its value back. And this allows you to take calculated risks to improve your small Etsy store. And, it's not too big of a risk, right? And you can keep taking these risks to improve your station with your store. But this is not the case with the Ultimate Etsy course, all right? If you're not happy with the course, you can't then just put it on eBay and sell it for a reduced cost and get most of your money back, because it's not a tangible thing. You can't return it to the Ultimate Etsy course company because they will refuse to give you your money back. So here you are with a $15,000 cost that is now worth zero. And that's what I'm faced with. And that's why I decided I need to create this series of videos to help other consumers arm themselves with the with the right information so that they make good choices, make better choices than I made. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about who I am, because you really don't know who I am, right? For the last 25 plus years, I've worked as a mechanical engineering consultant. So I've worked with many companies and many more people. And the main thing, the most important thing for my little business is customer service. At the end of the day, my job is to give them what they need, what they want, what is useful to them. And it doesn't matter what it takes on my end. I'll jump through whatever hoops to give them the best possible solution that they need. And sure, along the way, I've lost money. I've not charged for things, or I've lost money because we've canceled a job. We realize it's not useful for them. Well, I might have part of it already created, but I'll eat that to make sure I keep my customers satisfied. And so, yeah, today I might have lost some money, but they go away a satisfied customer, and they express that to their colleagues, and their colleagues express that to their colleagues. And then somewhere along in this chain, somebody calls me and says, John, we want you to do some work for us. And it's because of this focus on customer service that I've been able to stay in business for over 25 years. It's just, I wouldn't have made it this far without that focus. So let's contrast that to the Ultimate Etsy course. Because as a customer, that's not the experience I had with them. All right? Now, they're going to have a different story. They're going to tell you different, and that's fine. People differ. And I'm not telling you not to work with them, okay? But when I got access to their website and I started to realize what they're doing, how they're setting it up, what they want to teach is not in line with my goals or what I need or what I want as a customer. And that's when I went back to them and I said, look, just give me my money back, cancel the course, we go our separate ways, no harm, no foul. Instead, what happened was I was passed from person to person to person, having to re-explain my point of view in different ways. And frankly, nowhere in this process was I seriously listened to in any meaningful way. The last person that I did talk to was the COO of this company, and they really weren't interested in trying to help me. Instead of just refunding my money and ending the course, their solution was to add more of the stuff from their course that I didn't want. So that's what this series of videos is about, is to help you understand the pieces of information I wish I would have had before I got started in this world of online coaching. It's going to help you think about something like money-back guarantee or lack of a money-back guarantee in a way that you wouldn't have before. You'll be more critical about this. Your calculation of $15,000 versus value will be kind of altered. It'll make you be more critical about what that means. I wish I would have had that kind of information to begin with. So there you go. This video is about the Ultimate Etsy course not having any kind of money-back guarantee, contrasted towards almost any other product on the planet. So that's it. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you subscribe and tune into the next video that I release. You'll notice below I've turned off comments. That was mentioned in the first video, so if you're curious about that, please go back and listen to that. So until next time, thank you very much and have a great day, okay?